Welcome to another episode of the Story of Podcast. I'm your host, Kwam, and today we're going to hear the story of...
I'm Najeé.
Najeé. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on the pod.
Thanks for inviting me.
I'm really excited. I feel like it's going to be a good conversation. Let's just start by introducing you to the people, who you are, what do you do for work, stuff like that.
I'm Najeé. For work, I work in HR. I'm an HR generalist.
Mm-hmm.
I work in corporate.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's not too exciting.
Yeah. How do you like it?
Actually, I really like it. I just got promoted to HR generalist. I was working as an HR assistant before. I really like the work. It's what I went to school for.
Yeah.
It's what I'm in school for now. So
Yeah.
I really like it.
And what are you I know you're in school for that, but what's the difference between what you already went for versus now? Are you doing masters now?
Yeah, I'm getting my master's now. So at first, for my bachelor's was business administration, which is kind of generalized.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm doing organizational leadership, which is more specific to HR.
Yeah, I love that. And how did you choose that career path?
I didn't really choose it. It kind of came to me.
Yeah.
So when I started my undergrad, I did business because I just wanted to have my own business,
Mm-hmm.
which I still do at some point. But when I was working at Target, I got an opportunity to work in HR, and I took it. And then
at Target?
And then I just kind of went from there. So I didn't choose that career; it
Gotcha.
chose me.
So while you were working at Target, had you already started any school for HR type of things, or?
Yeah, I was in my bachelor's program while I was working at Target.
Gotcha. Pretty much, as you know, on this show, I pretty much just like to hear people's lives, their life story, from the beginning until now.
Yeah.
So let's kind of go back to one of your earliest memories.
My earliest memory. I don't really think it's weird. I had one of my earliest memories. It came to me in a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a silly one, but it was me and my mom and my aunt. We were on the train to New York. I don't know what we were doing, but we were on the train to New York, and I asked my mom about it. She was going to get her hair braided, so I remember that.
Do you know how old you were?
Oh my gosh, I probably was 3 or 4. Yeah, a really long time ago.
Yeah. So you grew up with your mom and your dad, or just your mom?
Just my mom.
Mm-hmm. And are you guys really close? Have you always been close?
Yes, it's just been me, my mom, my brother, pretty much my whole life. So yeah, we are all really close.
Yeah.
I talk to my mom every single day.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is he older or younger, your brother?
Younger.
Mm-hmm. And how does it feel to be the big sister, the only big sister?
Oh my gosh, I definitely have older sister syndrome.
Yeah. And what's that like?
I kind of just gotta take it for what it is. I feel like it was really difficult, but now that I'm older, I do embrace it, because it's given me a lot of the qualities that I have now. So
yeah, that's pretty much how it is to be the older sibling. You're kind of the second mom sort of thing. Did you feel like that growing up too?
I would say so, yeah. I still feel like that, even though my brother's grown now.
Yeah.
It's just kind of embedded in me to be
there.
Overprotective, second mom, but still, now that my brother's older, chill enough to where, I want him to be able to, tell me things that he doesn't necessarily want to tell my mom,
Yeah. What's you guys' age difference, or age gap?
4 years.
Okay. So when you were in, elementary school and stuff, he was, was he in the same school as you at all ever, or?
The only time that we went to the same school was when he was in middle school and I was in high school. But he ended up going to a different high school than me, so
gotcha.
After that, no.
How was life growing up for you? What type of kid were you?
What type of kid was I? I definitely think I was a mean kid.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just because growing up, I had to be more independent. So I felt like I didn't really need anybody. So it was just kind of meaner to people because I was kind of standoffish, I would say. I feel like that's the type of kid I was.
Yeah.
But growing up in general, I mean, I would say I had a good childhood. My parents were actually married growing up when I was
younger.
Yeah, exactly, when I was younger, but they didn't really have a great relationship. So even when he was there, it was still really just the three of us. So yeah.
So coming from a household who you did have two parents, but it wasn't the healthiest, would you say, and then there's others who just have just their one parent, even you, like you had both at one time and then it was just one. Would you say that like having the two parent household really matters if it's not healthy?
No, definitely not. Like, I feel like I would be a different person if my mom stayed in that relationship. Not for the best, obviously for the worst. So I definitely don't think so. I think it really like depends on the type of parent that you have, of course, but having one solid parent, I feel like makes up for it.
And did your mom ever like, I don't know, did you guys ever like talk about how things were like when it was more than the three of you and stuff? Like, did you have her as like a sounding board?
I wouldn't say really, no. Like I said, growing up, I was really independent, so I kept a lot of things to myself. So as I got older, I went into therapy, and that was kind of what helped me work through that. Those times, but I wouldn't say I really talked to my mom about anything that I was feeling or anything like that.
And have you still, like to this day, have you never, or?
Not really. I mean, I don't know that it really matters to talk about it that much with her, because I've like already kind of worked through those things in therapy, and you know, obviously I'm still in therapy, so those things that I still bring up and talk about, but I'd rather just work through it on
your own. I feel that. When did you start therapy?
I started therapy my sophomore year of college, so that was 2019. Yeah, I started in 2019.
What made you like take the leap to start?
I've always struggled with like a lot of anxiety, so that was definitely something. And then at that time, my mom was also in a different relationship, and they were going through a divorce at that time. And at that time, I actually had a connection with the person that she was married to. So that was just really hard for me. So dealing with that, and then just dealing with like the struggles of being in college, first generation student as well. It's just a lot. And then on top of that, I have always just had anxiety. So it was something that I felt like I needed at that time.
And I kind of can assume the answer, but do you feel like it helped change you, or it is changing you for the better?
Oh, definitely. I'm so grateful to have access to therapy.
And for those who maybe don't have a therapist or who don't know how to go about finding one, how did you go about finding yours?
So at first I just Googled online. So I went through one that I found on like Psychology Today, but I just definitely made sure to seek out a Black woman. That was something that was really important to me. So
how come?
Just because I feel like they would be able to relate to me better. So I went through that website, and then after that I did have a second therapist, which was not a Black woman. I got that one through my school because they had on-site therapists, and then my therapist now had a Black woman.
Nice. And I like that you kind of went through different ones, because I went through different therapists too, and I don't know, I feel like people who have never tried therapy sometimes feel like if it's not that first person, then I'm giving it up, or like they're even afraid to even try the first person. So question for you, and I had both Black and white women therapists. Besides like the relatability part, do you feel like the other was still helpful to you in some ways?
So the one that I had in college was a white woman. I think that she was helpful as well. Because she gave me different perspectives. Like, I feel like with Black women, we struggle a little bit more, but obviously white women don't have that. So sometimes they can have like a different perspective or like a simpler answer for things. And sometimes I need that. So definitely.
I can relate. Like so my first therapist was a white woman, and then I think I only had two, and then the one after was Black, but the white one was like not like a very like at least she didn't come across as like coming from like a really privileged background. Like she was relatable to the like as much as she could be, you know. Like when I had stuff about like hair trauma and stuff like that, you know, that's when I kind of felt like, okay, maybe I need a Black woman to talk to this about. But for other stuff, like you said, it was nice to hear like a perspective from a different background, and like you said, sometimes simpler ways to do things, like not making our life harder.
It was definitely helpful for me.
Yeah. So going back a little bit more, what town did you grow up in?
In New Britain.
And how was that? Because I've never lived in New Britain.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, my mom has always made sure that we lived in the nicer areas, so it was fine. I mean, there are definitely the rougher parts, which I'm familiar with as well, but yeah, it was, I would say it was good.
Yeah. Would you ever move out of the state?
Oh, definitely. I actually, if I could move right now, I would.
Yeah, where would you go?
Well, okay, so my boyfriend and I just visited Raleigh, and I had such a good time there. I feel like I would definitely move down there.
Yeah.
And then I would eventually move out of the country as well.
Yeah. Where would you go for that?
I don't know yet. Probably somewhere tropical though, because winter's not for me.
Yeah, you're not like afraid?
Not really.
No.
I'm afraid to be here.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
No.
How long have you been with your boyfriend?
For over 4 years now.
Yeah. And how is that?
It is amazing.
I love watching you guys. I watch your YouTube too. I definitely have to tag your YouTube in this, but I love watching you guys like relationship videos and stuff like that. What inspired you to like did you start making your YouTube for just you and then it like just sometimes he's there, or is it like both of you guys?
No, it's definitely my channel. It's my thing. He comes on sometimes because there are different like videos that I feel like would be fun with him, or we have fun making videos together. But it's definitely my channel. He inspired me to actually start it. Growing up, everybody was like, "Oh, you should do a YouTube channel," because I used to do like a lot of makeup, and I used to, before I had locks, I did like a lot of different natural styles and stuff like that. But I just never made one. But you know, he was kind of making fun of me one day about how I don't really have a lot of hobbies, and so I was like, I might as well just do a YouTube channel, because I was making videos before on like a private channel, so like I might as well just make public ones, and it kind of went from there.
Yeah, were you nervous to make the switch from private to public?
Yeah, I was. More so of people I know seeing my videos and like getting more into like my life and like knowing my personality more, because you know, people that you follow on social media or that you like know in real life that you follow, you don't actually talk to them or like hang out with them. So I was nervous about that aspect because obviously I'm not the same person that I was when they knew me. So I was nervous about that part, but eventually I was just like, it's for fun, you know, like you can watch it or not.
Or not. Like it's really that simple.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you nervous to come on my podcast?
A little, yeah.
I'm glad you came though. Like I feel like you have a great personality and stuff.
Thank you.
I can see how you may have possibly used to been standoffish, but you're like a sweetheart inside. So once you like get through that, you're great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's more shyness too. Like, I don't like to tell people too much about myself, so I feel like I could still come off that way, but I really am not.
No, you're really sweet. Did you ever have a pet?
I had fishes.
Okay, I like that.
I had fishes.
Yeah, my fish didn't live for very long. Did yours?
No. Oh my gosh, I remember one day I came home and my fish had died, and I literally cried my eyes out. But my mom and my grandma, they ended up getting me a new one, so it was fine.
Sweet. We went to school, and these are all like very random questions. These are just whatever comes to my head.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you take like the school bus to school?
I did.
How was that experience for you?
Oh my gosh, it was a lot. Well, I went to school in Hartford.
Okay.
For middle school and high school.
Where'd you go?
I went to Hartford Magnet. It's like Hartford Magnet Trinity College Academy. Very long.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't called that when I first started, but that's what it's called now. But I went to school in Hartford for middle school and high school, and I took the bus all throughout those years. I actually took the bus in elementary school a little bit too. But yeah, it was best way to build connections, that's for sure.
That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, I feel like I made friends through the school bus. Like that was the best way for me to make friends. So
and speaking of friends, did you like, besides your best friends, did you feel like you were like popular in school? Did you have a lot of friends?
Not really, no. Like,
was it the shyness?
Yeah, like shy or like standoffish. Like I didn't really want to talk to too many people. So I had like my set group of friends, and that was kind of it. I kind of had the same type of friend group from middle school all the way to high school, and like they're still my friends now. So
yeah. During like school years and stuff like that, were you smart student? Were you like really like honor roll type of vibes? Or
definitely, yeah. I'm like super overachiever. Like I know in elementary school, if I did not get good grades, like I would cry. Yeah, like super overachiever. I'm still like that now. I won't cry now.
Yeah,
but I'm
were
definitely
you like just hard on yourself?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I still am like that though.
Where do you think that like stems from?
Definitely my childhood. My mom, ever since I can remember, it was you're going to college, like, you know, pushing me. And I'm grateful for that because obviously I've accomplished so much in such a young age, but it still puts a lot of pressure on you. So because of that pressure, I pressure myself. Like, she also used to say, like, you know, you don't have time, you don't have a lot of time. And so with that in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, like I have to do everything right now because I'm not going to have a lot of time. So yeah, I would say that pressure definitely came from my mom.
And I can see probably where the anxiety came from too.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Do you still feel that way? Like you don't have a lot of time?
I do, but I don't at the same time. Like I'm kind of growing out of it. Especially seeing my mom now, like my mom had me really young. So seeing now, like she's in her 40s and she's starting to accomplish all of the things that she had wanted to accomplish but she couldn't because she's raising kids. It like puts it into a different perspective. Like you're in your 40s but you still have so much time to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So it's kind of changing my mind frame a little bit into where like, okay, I don't have to do everything in my 20s. Like I can do things in my 30s. I can do things in my 40s. I can do things even in my 50s. So it's definitely changing my mindset.
And you can honestly even like watching my boyfriend's mom lately. You can do things in your 70s. Like she is so mobile. I feel like as long as we take care of our bodies and stuff, and our brains and our minds, like we can really do stuff as long as we are alive.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I even met some of Brian's like aunts and stuff last night. That's my boyfriend, by the way. And they're like old, like in their 90s, and they were dancing at the party, like they were doing the whole thing, and I just love to see that. It just made me feel like, because I used to kind of feel like you, like, oh my god, time is of the essence. I gotta go, I gotta do it, and then I just started to realize I don't. Because you can have like all the time in the world to do whatever. I also feel like some things, I don't know, sometimes in life you want to just enjoy and like not rush and do everything right away because there is a lot of time. Like, you know, in like 24 hours in a day we can get a lot done, but there also should be time for like rest and like relaxing.
Exactly.
And speaking of that, what are some like relaxation vibes type things that you do for yourself, like self-care?
I really like to read.
Me too.
Yeah, so reading or even watching like TV, like drama, like drama TV shows. That is so fun.
Have you seen Your Honor on Netflix yet?
No.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Is it? Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I actually need a new show to watch.
Yeah, it's a show, even though it should have been a movie, but it's a show, and you literally have to like keep your eyes glued to the screen because it's so good. It's so good.
Okay,
like, I'm
gonna add. I'll probably watch that later on.
Yeah, it's really good.
But yeah, that or like honestly, we have a front porch in our house, so going out there and smoking, that's such a vibe.
Yeah.
Just relaxing.
Yeah, chilling.
Yeah.
I feel that. Does your boyfriend smoke too?
He does. Yeah.
Are you guys a papers or blunt type of person?
Papers, definitely.
Yeah. Do you use grabba?
No.
Oh, okay, just straight weed.
Yeah.
Interesting. Have you ever used grabba or no?
I did have a roommate in college in my junior year that used a lot of grabba, and I was like, I hate this, so I stopped. I didn't like it, but I have tried it before. It's not my thing though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've since stopped. I'm proud of myself.
Oh, congratulations.
But for now. But I don't know. I kind of wish that I didn't get introduced to the grabba and didn't like it so much because it's, I don't know, it's just a lot. You know? And even to roll, it's like so much other steps you have to do and like, so yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, there is something that I do want to get into though. Like, I adding different herbs like lavender. Like I feel like I would really like that. So I do want to try that.
Yeah, I would love to hear about it when you do.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna try it soon. I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, definitely, because I love lavender, and that's a great like way to like just relax. Like lavender itself to relax and fall asleep, less anxiety. So definitely let me know how that goes.
I will.
I know, but obviously the audience might not know, and I don't know if you made a video about this on your channel. I haven't checked. I should have. You went through like a weight loss journey. At a certain point in your life. How was it getting through that?
It was honestly, I'm very proud of myself to like be that strong-willed.
Yeah.
I didn't make a video about it, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I am very proud of myself to like stay that determined and stay that strong-willed. Yeah, it just makes me feel like really good to have been able to do that, because in college I was bigger because I was so depressed in college. So to pull myself out of that and be able to like lose weight and start to feel better about myself is like it made me feel really good.
Yeah. How long was your journey of like the losing the weight?
Losing the weight, I would say probably like a year and a half, probably close to 2 years. But I don't want to say like the journey ever ends.
True. That's why I kind of did like, it's always self-improvement, you know?
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, I would say I'm still kind of on the journey.
Yeah.
But as far as like actually losing the weight, I would say probably a year and a half to 2 years.
Yeah. I just want to say I'm really proud of you too, because I remember when I first like noticed it, and like I mentioned it to you, because I'm always like hesitant to mention weight to people of any size, because I don't like when people talk about how skinny I look or anything like that. But it was like, it was hard not to say anything, because you look so great, and you like your smile was like bigger, your skin was glowing, like everything was just different about you.
Thank you.
So would you say during your time of like working out and stuff like that, was it also kind of like a mental shift too?
Oh, definitely.
Because it was, you were like radiating, like, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's definitely a mental shift. You know, you feel better about yourself, like you feel more confident, and I feel like that's what that glowing is just confidence. Like you just feel better about yourself. Yeah.
How did you, like, if you can recall, like the first day when you're like, okay, I'm gonna start this, like, how did that happen for you?
I don't know if I had like a first day. I think like honestly all through my life I've always struggled with like weight issues. So I don't think there was like a day. I think it was just like, you know, I graduated college, I'm on a new journey, like let's just do something new.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I really love that for you.
Thank you.
And I'm proud of you, and keep going. Don't ever stop.
Thank you.
You're just getting better and better. Were you with your boyfriend when you were going through that?
I was, yeah.
Was he like probably your number one supporter?
Oh yeah, he has always been though, so definitely.
And how'd you guys meet?
We actually met on Tinder.
Really?
Yeah,
oh my god, this is my first time hearing a real life Tinder
really?
That works.
Yes, we met. It's so funny. We met on Tinder like in 2020, but like right before the pandemic. And it was the day after Valentine's Day we matched. We were both only on there because I think it was like a long weekend or something like that. So I was on there because it was a long weekend, and I was on campus. I wasn't gonna go home, so I was like, I might as well just swipe on here because swiping is kind of fun.
Yeah.
So same thing with him. He downloaded it, I think, just for that weekend. Just swiping, we ended up matching, and then literally we've been dating ever since that day.
I love that story. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Was that your first time like matching with someone and like actually talking, going on a date or anything like that?
No, I met a few other people on there, but it didn't work
Nothing
out.
stuck.
No.
So most people say, because I've never really Tindered, if that's a word. I've never really Tindered before. I had the app once and just to like see what it was about in like high school, but I wasn't like actually using it to like actually date. But most people say people just want to fuck on there. Is that true?
Probably, but I will say too, it's different now. I feel like dating after the pandemic is so different than before the pandemic. So I can't.
So?
Because everyone's playing games. I feel like I feel like before, like, yeah, people were playing games, but there were some people out there that really wanted serious relationships. But nowadays, you know, like, just to, like, stereotype, it's like a lot of women are after just money, and a lot of men are just after sex. Like, it's just,
as always.
Yeah, exactly. But it's really like only two lanes. Yeah. So I feel like it's just so different now. But like, luckily we met before all that happened.
Yeah. Do you feel like you guys will like be together forever?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah. Do you want kids or anything?
So I actually never wanted kids. I never really. Okay, so growing up, I told you, like, I was always independent. So I actually never really see myself in a relationship or getting married or having kids or anything like that. Like, I was okay with just focusing on my career, making my money and calling it a day, maybe get a dog or something. But now that I am with my boyfriend and he wants kids, and I know that he would be such a great father, I wouldn't mind having kids. But if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't want any.
No, I feel that. That's fair. Do you want any pets, like, together?
He wants a dog, so we can have a dog. But I probably would want one, like, in a few years. So.
Yeah, you're such a nice compromise.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I try.
What do you think helped to develop, like, your confidence as, like, a woman?
Definitely my boyfriend and my weight loss journey. I feel like having him as a support system in the same time as me losing weight, it just really were two things I really needed to help develop my confidence. Because it's always been so supportive of me and, like, you know, telling me, like, how I look great, or like I'm doing great with my weight loss and stuff like that. I definitely say that helped me a lot.
Do you feel like that was your, like, transitional time from, like, girl to woman, or was it a different time?
I don't know if it was from girl to woman. I would say it was from, like, girl to young adult, and I'm in the phase now where I'm going from, like, okay, like, let me be, like, the woman that I know I can be. So.
And who's that?
I would say someone that's really passionate, even more confident and strong-willed, like, not just, like, going with the flow and letting, like, people walk over me and stuff like that, actually speaking up for myself. I would say definitely that.
Do you feel like, I don't know, in life sometimes I feel like as women we're kind of, okay, so here's a prime example. I noticed, or maybe I read something, it was some sort of thing, but it was pretty much explaining, like, body language and how women are usually closed in and together and stuff, and guys are just like, I'm chilling, I'm here. So do you feel like you kind of, I don't know how to word it, not fell into that trap, but kind of, like, went with that, I don't know, social norm, like, in your life? Just, like, trying to stay quiet, trying to stay, like, unseen, unheard?
I would say so. Because it is the norm. Like, you know, like, you speak up, but nobody's really listening to you. So let me not even just say anything. I do feel like I did fall into that, but, like, I would say over the past 2 years, I'm paying more attention, like, to other people's body language. Like, when I'm saying something, like, are you actually listening to me? So, yeah, I would say I did fall into that trap, but I'm definitely trying to, like, speak up more for myself and, like, make my presence known when I'm in the room.
As you should, because, like, us women, we're powerful.
Definitely.
I feel like we're way more powerful than all these men. They just, I don't know.
They underestimate us. That's what it is. They underestimate us.
They do, and overestimate themselves. It's just like, calm down.
But no, seriously. But there's so many things that women can do that men just can't. Like, I genuinely believe that a man reaches his full potential when he meets, like, the right woman.
That's
like,
true.
I genuinely believe that.
I genuinely believe it too. Like, I never really even thought about the concept before, but, like, just kind of seeing how, like, me and my boyfriend are and stuff like that. Not to say, like, I'm the reason he's so great, but I mean, I hope he's better.
It's true. No, it's true. I feel the same way about my boyfriend. He's always been a great person and a great man, but, like, I feel like I helped him develop into like he was like here, but I helped him get to like that greatest man that he could be. So I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that.
Yeah, I feel like too, in like any good quality relationship, like you both build each other up. You both make each other better people. Like, you know, it's not just like shallow stuff.
I think that's what it's supposed to be too.
It should be.
Yeah, and if your man can admit it, then that's, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no, that's so true. What's your favorite food?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh my gosh. It changes like by the week.
I know, same.
I'm gonna say this week is probably like sushi.
Okay.
But I have like so many foods that I love. Like I love seafood boils. I love sushi. Mm-hmm. Growing up, my favorite food was candy yams.
Really?
Yeah.
You still love them?
I do, yeah, but probably not as much as I did when I was younger.
Yeah. Do you cook?
I love to cook, yeah.
Really?
I'm actually getting more into cooking now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You should make a cooking video.
I know, I really should, but like, you know where you have those things that are like sacred to you?
Yes.
It's like when I'm cooking, I like to have my headphones on and like take my time and all of that. So I don't want to get overwhelmed when I'm trying to film.
Yeah.
My food gets messed up. So.
Yeah, I feel that. How is filming for you? Like, do you enjoy it? Like, is it generally overwhelming for you?
Not really. My favorite part is actually the editing part.
Me too.
Yeah, the filming part's not like it's okay, it's fine. But I do feel like when I'm filming, I'm kind of overthinking sometimes, and like I'll say something and I'm like, okay, let me re-say this. But then when I edit it and I watch it, and I'm like, I only had to say that one time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel that. I love to edit, and I mean with this I barely edit, but I do watch it through and I try to like take out the swear words and stuff.
Right.
But you can literally say whatever you want. I don't care. But yeah, I like to edit and I like to make the content. I feel like filming this is a lot easier than just me face to camera.
Yeah.
So I understand what you mean, like kind of overthinking stuff when you're like it's just solo.
Yeah, exactly. And I usually have a vision in my head of how I want like my clips to look and stuff like that. Like I have the full video in my head of what I want it to look like.
Yeah.
So the actually filming it part is just not my favorite because it's like I have to film this perfectly so it looks right edited.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I feel that. Like, and I feel like even because I wanted to have a podcast for a lot of years, but I didn't mind doing it alone. Like, I technically do it alone, but, like, I'm always interviewing people. And it's because I like watching podcasts with two people. Like, I don't really love hearing just one person talk. Like,
no, I get it.
It's kind of like talking to yourself. Like, I had a same-day cancellation for one of these episodes, and I had to just do a solo episode, and I'm like, yeah, I don't love this for me.
I get it.
I'd much rather talk about other people's lives or just talk to someone, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I don't really listen to any podcast with just one person either.
Yeah, I know,
you say that. No, I really don't.
Yeah, and I don't even know, maybe it's just because I'm not informed of them, but I don't really know of many with just one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah, right? It's like a little self-centered.
Yeah.
So would you describe yourself as, I'll do like some like this or that, would you describe yourself as like creative or traditional?
It depends on what it is, but I guess creative.
Would you say you're more like hot or cold? Generally speaking, whatever comes to mind.
Cold.
Yeah. Would you say you're more of like a touchy-feely person or not so much?
That's funny that you say that because it really depends on the person. Like when my boyfriend and I first started dating, I did not like PDA, like do not touch me in public at all.
Yeah.
But now I can be like all over him.
Yeah.
But if it's like someone I don't know, like don't touch me.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah.
I used to feel that way about PDA too. Like, I mean, I still don't love. I don't know. I'm not gonna make out with my boyfriend anywhere. We'll do like a little peck on the cheek or something, and I feel like that's only because of like the health stuff we've been going through. So I really just want to love on him. But besides that, like maybe we can hold hands, but in public, no.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I know. So like, the only reason that I got more into PDA was because my boyfriend is really into it.
Yeah.
And he would like genuinely get upset with me when I'm like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like I have to work on this because I don't know. I feel like if you're with someone, you probably should want to like at least hug them and kiss them in person.
I guess. I guess we could do that.
Yeah.
So tell me about your lock journey. What made you start like to go on it?
Yeah, I started my lock journey I think in May of 2021. Was it 2021 or 2022? I think it was 2022 actually.
I think it was because I was in Middletown then.
Yeah, I think it was 2022. Honestly, I started it because I was starting getting my hair braided.
Yeah.
Especially like with the braiders nowadays, too expensive and
too hard to even communicate with them.
It's really a lot. I'm not really a fan of the new stylists nowadays, so I was tired of getting my hair braided, and I wanted to like have something where I could do my hair. Like it's so like nice to see my hair growing, and like I don't have to like do too much. It's very low maintenance, so I think it works perfectly for me and for like the type of lifestyle that I have too. I don't really have time to go get my hair braided or like sit for hours, take an entire day to get my hair done. So yeah.
No, I really love that for you. Like I was just talking to someone about her lock journey, and I'm like so close to locking my hair. I don't know what's holding me back. Honestly, I really don't, because I too want to just like do my own hair, like, and that's something that I've always kind of been like a little envious of white people over. It's like even if they choose to add extensions, sure, but like majority of the time they're doing their hair. They just put their hair in a ponytail, or like you have a cute like bun style. So yeah, I'm almost there.
You should just do it.
I was sick of the hair.
Yeah, I was indecisive at first too, because like I told you, I like to do a lot of different natural styles with my loose hair. But even that was so time consuming. Like, it takes forever.
Yeah, to part it.
Oh my god.
Detangle it.
And then products are so expensive.
They are.
So with my hair now, I just use like rose water and oil, call it a day. So
how often do you retwist?
I go once a month. Now that it's been a little while since I got my locks done, I go probably every other month, but I try to go once a month.
Yeah. I love it for you though. Yeah. It looks cute.
Thank you.
I kind of watched you like grow with your hair, like the whole, all the stages and stuff. How was that? Like, how was it dealing with, I don't know, the different lengths?
Yeah. So when I first started, so I actually had really short hair. Like I had cut all my hair off.
I remember that.
Yeah. And then my hair was still really short when I decided to lock it. So it was kind of awkward at first because I was like, I can't wear this out. So I did wear a lot of wigs, head wraps, I think for like the first 2 months. But after that, I was like, okay, I can wear my hair out. It was still really short, but I feel like I'm at a length now where it's really cute. It's like shoulder length. It's kind of an awkward length though, because it's like too short for some styles, too long for some styles, but I love it all around.
Yeah, I really love that for you.
Yeah,
and when did you decide to bleach it? Did you bleach it or just dye it?
No, I did bleach it. I first bleached it before I was even a year in. I did it because it was my birthday and I wanted to dye my hair.
Yeah.
I did it again, I think like 6 or 7 months after to retouch up the color. And then I just recently did it like a few months ago, I think back in April.
Yeah.
But I just decided to because I've never been a big fan of my natural hair color. I feel like it's really dark and it's just not really my vibe. But I probably will just end up going back to my natural color after this color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say you had like a busy week and you have one day off. How are you gonna spend your day?
Honestly, probably clean up because I can't function if my house isn't clean.
Same.
Clean up. Probably. I might read, or if I don't read, then I'll like smoke and watch a TV show. Like, that's it. Yeah. But I will probably start by cleaning.
Yeah. Cleaning is a great way to. That honestly, that is a like relaxation tactic to just like declutter. You know, it helps declutter your mind too.
Exactly, and there's nothing like relaxing in a clean house.
Yes.
Like, everything's all set, I'm just gonna lay on this couch and not touch anything.
Yeah, no, definitely. Have you ever tried yoga or anything like that?
I have. I tried yoga, like the YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was really, really nice and relaxing.
Yeah. Would you ever try hot yoga?
Maybe. I'm open to pretty much anything, so I would probably try
it. It's pretty intense, but I liked it when I tried it.
Really? Yeah. I would try it.
It's like freaking humid as like 130 degrees or something.
Yeah.
Like, but it's nice because it helps you like work on your breathing even more than you naturally would in yoga.
That's something I would try probably like one time and then never do it again.
Do you know how to swim?
I do.
Yeah, what did you learn?
My mom actually put me in swimming lessons when I was younger.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Do you appreciate her for that?
I do, yeah, because she actually doesn't know how to swim.
I was going to say, a lot of people don't know how to swim.
Yeah, she doesn't. So, yeah, I do appreciate her for that.
Yeah, does your brother know how to swim too?
I think so. I don't know. I think he does. I have no idea.
Yeah. Do you come from like a big family?
No, I don't.
Like beyond like your extended family? No?
No, it's not many of us.
Yeah. And how is that for you? Like, do you even like think about it? Is it like
I mean, I feel like because I have such a small family, we're all really close. So I do like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I do of course wish I had like more cousins or like even like sister or something. To hang out with, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't really affect me.
How many like cousins do you have?
I have one cousin. I do have other cousins that are like way extended, but I don't really talk to them. So I'm talking about like my immediate family. Just one.
Yeah. That's so interesting. What's a like mantra that you live by?
Take things one day at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to live by that. I can't always, but I definitely have to remind myself like you can only do so much in one day.
And do you like make to-do lists each day?
I do. I don't write it. It's usually in my head of all the things I have to do. But since I work every day, it's kind of the same thing, you know?
Yeah. And like, how is working in your field for your mental health? Is it like taxing at all?
My current job, no. My last job, definitely. But it's really all up to management. So I have a really, really great boss right now. And I can tell she really wants to like, how do I say it? She really wants to develop my career. And that's really important to me. So it's not taxing my mental health because I really like working with her. And I know that she is aware of the goals that I have for myself, and she ties the things that we do at work into my schooling, and that's really important.
So nice.
Yeah, it's so important. So yeah, I do like my current boss.
Yeah, I really love that. That's like a considerate boss to have.
Oh my gosh, she's so sweet.
Yeah, and she's a woman, so it makes it even better.
Exactly.
That's probably why she's so sweet.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, so I guess to kind of close out, tell everyone where they should follow you if you want them to follow you. Shout out your channel, anything you want to shout out.
Yeah, so my Instagram is Najeé, so NAJ.EE_. My YouTube is Najeé, just my name. Yeah, those are really the only two social medias that I use. Anything else I'm not really on.
Yeah. Wait, so your channel, it's literally just your first name?
Yeah, it's just my first name.
That's simple.
Yeah.
I like that.
Very easy.
When people search it, 'cause I'm honestly just asking for me, because
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out YouTube. When they search it, do they just literally type your name, or do they put the @? Like, how should they search it?
They can just search my name, but my name has the accent on the E, so you probably have to search it that way to find it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. And for us, make sure that you follow the pod at TSO Pod. Wait, question.
Yeah.
Do you have a Patreon?
No, I don't.
Do you know what that is?
I mean, I've heard of it, but I never used it.
Okay, just curious.
Okay.
Follow us at TSO Pod on Instagram, on YouTube. Subscribe, like this video, comment something nice below. If you want to support the show, speaking of Patreon, we're gonna have a Patreon very soon. But for now, we have a GoFundMe link that's in the show notes of this episode. It's in our link in our bio on Instagram. Support the show. Help us sister out. And I think that's all. Yeah?
Yeah.
Until next time, you guys. Bye.